Okay, so Dennis Hogan, after, well, it's been a few years now, you've been fighting your way towards a world title shot and you've just achieved it. How do you feel?
Mate, I feel really good. I've just had a really good fight there with Jamie Weetch. I got a shutout comprehensive victory, which is exactly what I needed. A good fight like that to set me up for the fight with Munguia. Nearly got him out there in the 7th round, but he clung on and he was a very tough fighter and a worthy adversary. Yeah, look, he had a massive heart and he kept coming and I was landing some good shots on him, but at the same time he was taking those shots and they were hurting him a little bit, but he was still swinging back at the same time. So usually when lads get hit like that and when I'm punching and getting over so many shots, they don't tend to want to keep coming like that, but he had a heart of a lion and he certainly gave it a lot tonight, which made it a great fight.
Cool, cool. Did he cause you any serious concern at any stage, or were you always composed?
No, look, I was never concerned. He hit me a nice shot in the 2nd and hit me another nice one again in the 12th. But I mean, the one in the 2nd, I went, yeah, that was a good shot. I just have to be more careful, and which I was. He's a little bit unorthodox, and that's why that happened. But when I get hit like that, I know not to get caught like that again. But in the 12th round, I went right. I knew he was coming with everything, and when he had me a good one like that, I said, you've got to be smart, Dennis. Stay disciplined, stay alert, and I just did what I had to do to weather the storm a little bit. I mean, not that I was never worried, but you just got to be smart when you're so far up in the cards. Be smart, which I was, and it was a testament to my hard work for this prep.
Cool, cool. And there was that sneaky punch after the bell, I think after the 5th round or something. I mean, how did you feel about that? And was that maybe him trying to break your concentration, do you think?
No, well, so what happened? He's cheeky. He's a cheeky fella, and he's out there. I mean, I respect that in a certain way. In the fight game, you've got to be a little bit, you know, you've got to have that bit of mongrel in you. And so the bell went, and he hit me, and I just tapped him back, walking off, thinking, you know, 1 for 1. But it was never it was just a tap, like it was just as if to say, I'll even the score a little bit. And he went loaded up right on my shoulder, and as my core was off, it winded me for a few seconds, and I went, oh. Here we go, and I thought it was going to be a lot worse than it was, and so after about 5 seconds I went, no, it's all right, it's coming back, and I just jumped back up and got on the chair and I was good.
Cool, cool. And I mean, now that we're looking ahead to the title fight against Munguia, I mean, do you prepare for that any differently? It's a big occasion, but it's just another fight. Do you take it as another fight, or do you prepare differently?
Yeah, look, the good thing about Munguia is he's a bigger version of Jamie Weetch. He wants to come forward and unleash power like that. So the good thing about that is I believe that, you know, we worked a game plan for Weetch in accordance with Munguia. We were all about the bigger picture on that. But the advantage that Weetch would have had was because he's smaller. I'm used to big, taller opponents like Munguia. So to land those shots that I really like to land, it was harder to land on Jamie Weetch. So I'm going to land those shots a lot better on Munguia. And because he's a bigger fella, I'll be faster. And I feel like I will have a lot of upper hand on Jamie Munguia. And I certainly am looking forward to the challenge.
Cool, cool. I mean, when you look back on the last title shot that you had those few years ago, you obviously feel better equipped this time to take that belt and defend that belt. Testament to the work you've done in the meantime, I guess.
Yeah, it's night and day between then and now. And I mean, the little 1%ers that let me down that time. I mean, I've worked on all of those, and now I'm here on the full package. And the next time we get that world title fight, I will be winning it. So all those little 1%s that I've worked on night and day, I've doubled up on my strengths, and I've strengthened any weaknesses. So I'm here and I'm ready.
What would your ideal title fight look like, and where would it be?
Oh, I mean, yeah, like, so we would love to get it here, so we're going to aim to get it here. And yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever way it works out will be good, but I'm ready to win the world title regardless of what way it happens, and I just have a belief and I have a vision of it, and it will roll out how it should.
Cool, cool, cool. And I mean, talking about fighting in front of your home crowd, how did the crowd motivate you tonight when you hear them singing "Ole, ole, ole" like they were?
Yeah, I mean, it was good, and it motivated me a lot, and even especially when they got going on it, I wanted to be able to give a little bit more when they were doing it, but with a fighter like Jamie Weetch, I had to still be smart, so I couldn't really go with the crowd on that one. I still had to be disciplined and box when the opportunity was right for me. So I couldn't just go with them. Sometimes I've been in fights where the crowd have upped their language and upped the decibels, and I was able to roll with it and do some good work, but this time I had to be smarter.
Cool, cool, cool. One last question for fun. I hear they're making a film about Jeff Horn now. Have you thought about who'd play you in a movie if they made a film about you?
Conor McGregor rang him up and asked could he play it. You know, he wanted to get his face out there in the public and stuff like that. So we'll see.
Really? Cool.